Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Ghost in Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be going over the new heavy-duty game mode that just came out. If you haven't played this, it's right under Team Deathmatch when you go to find your matches. It's a really fun new game mode. It's a new addiction of mine that's been bumping back the Vepr in depth because I've been trying to figure out everything about it. And to be honest, it's very fun to play. The gameplay that you're going to be seeing is me playing that mode. It's kind of like Mosh Pit, but you get more health, which we'll talk about in a minute. And I'm playing Domination on Sovereign, kind of like the last episode on the K7, except I'm going to be weapon scavenging and posting some really crazy kind of gameplay for in-depth standards anyway. Just going to be pulling off some really nutty stuff with unusual guns. I hope you enjoy. Had a lot of fun playing one of my more fun matches of Call of Duty Ghosts. But the question right off the bat is, well, how much bonus health do you get in heavy duty? Because that's really the only thing that's been changed about the game mode is how much health do you get? What's the bonus? Is it double health, time and a half health? My initial guess, just by playing in the feel of things, I thought it was going to be 135. I was off by a little bit. I did some testing with J-Hub, and the heavy duty health is 125. Normal health in Call of Duty Ghosts is 100, hardcore is 30 but with no health regen, and heavy duty health is 125 but with health regen. I did this, you can't actually enable this in custom games, so I had to go in with J-Hub, and we were kind of boosting in a way. We were shooting each other to see how many shots it would take to kill with different weapons and doing the math. People tried to like booster buster me and box me in corners and report me for cheating and lots of interesting stuff, but I did get the data for you. It's 125 health, or maybe because we don't have the game code yet and we don't know exactly how, you can take the inverse of 125 or 1.25 and it maybe gives you a 0.8x damage reduction. That's entirely possible that they could have just coded it to only deal 80% damage, whatever gun or weapon or explosive that you're using, but more than likely any sane person would just make it 125 health. Do keep in mind those are different things, but functionally similar, and what this means is it usually requires 1 to 2 more shots to kill, and it's going to feel very Black Ops-ish, just depending on the gun you're using and the range you're at. Most of the time, 1 to 2 more shots to kill. Some weapons haven't changed a whole lot, some weapons have changed a ton. Some of the weapons, like the AK-12 and Remington R5 that killed you very quickly up close because they're 3-shot kills, have retained that ability because they deal over 125 damage. Some weapons have dropped off and deal less than that up close. So some of the close quarters combat time to kills are exactly the same. The Vector is one of them. The Vector hasn't changed a smidgen. It's still exactly the way it was before up to a certain range. And the AK-12 is one for sure. So I use those guns quite a bit. Started with them, as a matter of fact. Because of this, you have a very different balancing of attachments and perks. Some items have changed and become much more useful and more valuable. Rapid fire is probably the new go-to attachment on every single gun that has it. I saw lots and lots of rapid fire out there. Just if you play heavy duty, be aware a lot of people are going to be running rapid fire. Also, a lot of people using Deadeye. If you have more health, it only makes sense that you should be dealing more damage, and you get 25% more health, or 125. Deadeye is I believe 40% bonus damage when it's working, so Deadeye is statistically going to be more valuable than just playing in core or base, and focus is not more valuable, but it beats the health increase. And because you can take more shots, you actually have gunfights. You have good old Black Ops 2 style gunfights where you have to exchange shots and stay on track, and focus is immensely helpful for this. If you don't have focus, you are going to lose all of your gunfights in this mode, so I'd highly recommend focus, rapid fire, maybe Deadeye. It still hogs a lot of my perk spots, but it is valuable. There are also some less valuable items. Some items or attachments or weapons in general are not particularly good. Most of the pistols are not as strong as they used to be. They're no longer 2-shot kill pistols unless you ding them in the head twice or they're already weak. They're now 3-shot kill pistols, more like MW3 or MW2 without stopping power. So most of the pistols got a significant nerf. The Magnum is still pretty strong. Silencers. You also see a lot less people using silencers because they don't want their damage reduced at ranges, because you just have to pump people full of bullets when you went long ranges if you have a silencer. And actually grenades. With a little bit more health, the lethal blast radius on grenades is somewhat reduced, and you see people squeaking away a little bit more, not getting blown up quite so bad by the C4 and other things. Still very deadly, still definitely able to kill you, but people are able to survive those now, which is cool. Now the sniper rifles, they got a very special touch and a nerf. The sniper nerf is something that I'll do in a completely different video, but they aim down sights slower now is the big thing. There were some other changes, but snipers can only one-shot kill to the head with headshots. This was tested somewhat more haphazardly than the exact damage testing, but chrome lined is also more or less useless. Chrome lined would give you 25% bonus damage, which would ensure that you'd get a one-shot kill in most of the places in the body. However, now that you have, let's see, sniper rifles they all deal 98 damage, and you have 125 health. 98 times 125 is 122 and a half, or between 122 and 123. So even if you have chrome lined and you nail somebody in the chest, they're still going to have a couple of points of health and they're going to run away. So if you snipe, you might as well be going to headshots or don't do it at all. I see a lot more marksman rifles. They're a lot more deadly. Dogs and knives still kill instantly. I was hoping we could take double hits from dogs. That'd be nice, but unfortunately they still insta-kill me. Being stabbed is an insta-kill. Being throw knife, I actually didn't get throwing knifed. I know the damage and I'm assuming it's an instant kill. All of that should kill you very quickly. Juggernaut and Maniac still kills you very quickly. Speaking of which, the Juggernauts are not very useful. I thought they would be useful in this mode. Matter of fact, I got one. I was like, alright, extra health mode, Juggernaut. We're going to shred some people. Nah, not so much. Didn't really totes my goats there. I'm definitely going to be taking that off next time around. Shotguns are largely unaffected. Shotguns, the way they were built, their damage would more or less be extreme overkill, or you know, marshmallows, just kind of depending on your range, and it's more or less still like that. Of course they're a little bit weaker now that people have more health, but generally speaking, shotguns felt just as effective as before, as they did now, as they did before. However, I did see more people with the bulldog, because of the bulldog, if you miss, if they don't die, you can still spam and shred people pretty quickly. Matter of fact, bulldog's probably better now than it used to be, because it takes them a few more shots to kill up close, and you can use that time to pump out more bullets. Overall, this is a very fun game mode. I would probably replace core standard with this, or just scale back all the bullet damage by 80% or something like that. I had a lot of fun with this mode. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it out. On the in-depth episode, I just wanted to explain to you what it is, what's going on, and hope that you get some good classes from it. The previous episode was on the K7, the Stealth SMG. The next one, I promise you, is going to be on the Vepr. I'm going to get back off of heavy duty, get on core mode, take care of that. As always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I do have some sponsored links down there in the description if you want to check those out. Drifter out.